Welcome, coin lovers and history explorers. Glowing Star. Today, we step into the powerful story of the Sacagawea $1 coin, a coin that is not just money, but a symbol of courage, discovery, and American heritage. This golden-colored dollar carries the face of a young Native American woman who helped change the course of history, and every detail on this coin whispers a story from the past. As you hold or see the Sacagawea dollar, you're looking at a tribute to bravery and guidance. Sacagawea was more than a historical figure. She was a guide, a translator, and a symbol of unity during the legendary Lewis and Clark expedition. The United States honored her legacy by placing her image on this unique dollar coin, making it one of the most meaningful modern coins ever minted. What makes this coin even more special is its striking golden appearance, created without using real gold. Its smooth edges, bold design, and strong symbolism instantly separate it from ordinary coins. For collectors and beginners alike, the Sacagawea dollar represents a perfect blend of history, beauty, and pride. In this journey, we will uncover the story behind the Sacagawea $1 coin, explore why collectors around the world admire it, and understand what makes certain pieces more desirable than others. Whether you found one in your pocket, inherited it, or are simply curious, you are about to discover why this coin continues to capture attention. So stay with us, because this small golden dollar holds a big story, one that connects the past to the present and turns simple curiosity into true fascination. Let's begin the story of the Sacagawea $1 coin. Sparkles. The year 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin is not just a piece of metal to collectors who truly understand its story. It is a modern legend wrapped in golden color and mystery. When this coin was first released, most people saw it as ordinary pocket change, something to be spent without a second thought. But hidden among millions were a few extraordinary examples that turned this simple dollar into a symbol of overnight destiny. The Sacagawea dollar represents exploration, courage, and survival, and for some collectors, it represents something even greater. The possibility that fortune can quietly sit in your hand without you ever realizing it. What makes the 2000 Sacagawea coin from the Philadelphia Mint so powerful is not just its age, but the rare and unusual versions that slip through the system. In the world of coin collecting, perfection and mistakes are equally valuable, and this coin carries both legends. Some pieces were struck with extraordinary sharpness, mirror-like surfaces, and flawless details that make them stand out instantly to trained eyes. Others are surrounded by stories of rare planchets, unusual finishes, and experimental strikes that were never meant for public circulation. These are the coins that ignite excitement, raise heartbeats, and spark bidding wars when they surface. Collectors whisper about these coins because they were born at a turning point in U.S. coinage history. The Sacagawea dollar was meant to revive the use of the dollar coin, and during its early production, intense experimentation took place. When experimentation meets mass production, magic sometimes happens. A few coins emerge different, heavier in presence, richer in texture, and visually unmatched. These rare survivors are the reason why some Sacagawea dollars are no longer valued as currency, but as artifacts capable of commanding astonishing prices. The phrase unimaginable worth is not exaggeration in the collector world. It is reality driven by demand, rarity, and condition. A Sacagawea coin preserved in untouched, flawless condition is like time frozen in metal. When paired with an unusual strike or mysterious origin, its value multiplies dramatically. Serious collectors are not buying metal. They are buying stories, moments, and history captured forever. That is why a single coin, once ignored, can rise to a level where its price feels unreal to the average person. What truly separates life-changing coins from ordinary ones is knowledge. Many people unknowingly sell rare coins for a fraction of their potential because they do not understand what they possess. The 2000 Sacagawea dollar teaches a powerful lesson. Never rush, never assume, and never underestimate a coin just because it looks familiar. In the hands of an informed collector, this coin becomes a key, one that can unlock doors to financial freedom, recognition, and legacy. There's also an emotional power attached to this coin that few others carry. Sacagawea herself symbolizes guidance and transformation, and it feels almost poetic that a coin-bearer image can transform lives. Stories circulated collectors who discovered a rare example by chance, held on to it patiently, and later watched its value explode beyond imagination. These stories are not about luck alone. They are about vision, patience, and respect for history. In today's market, where rare coins are seen as alternative wealth, the finest Sacagawea dollars are treated like treasures. Wealthy collectors and investors compete not just with money, but with passion. When two people both believe a coin completes their collection, price becomes secondary. This is how values reach heights that shock outsiders. A single verified, exceptional Sacagawea dollar can command attention that most assets never will. If you ever hold a 2000 Sacagawea dollar, especially one from the Philadelphia Mint, pause before you act. Look closely at its surface, its strike, its feel. Coins like this are silent. They do not announce their importance. They wait for the right person to recognize them. Selling such a coin cheaply is not just a financial loss. It is a loss of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that may never return. The power of this coin lies in its contrast, humble appearance, extraordinary potential. That is what makes it dangerous to the uninformed and priceless to the wise. Many fortunes are not built through noise and attention, but through quiet discoveries that others overlook. The Sacagawea dollar stands as proof that greatness can hide in plain sight, disguised as something ordinary. In the end, the 2000 Sacagawea $1 coin is more than currency. It is a reminder that history, rarity, and patience can turn a single dollar into a symbol of unimaginable wealth. If you have one, protect it, study it, and respect it. Because sometimes destiny doesn't knock loudly. It jingles softly in your pocket, waiting for the moment you finally understand its true power. The 2002 Sacagawea $1 coin from the United States is surrounded by whispers, rumors, and late-night dreams of sudden wealth. Many people believe that somewhere among everyday pocket change hides a version so rare, so unusual, that could transform an ordinary person into a millionaire overnight. The golden glow of this coin fuels imagination, making collectors and treasure hunters pause before spending it, wondering if destiny has quietly landed in their hands. What makes the 2002 P. Sacagawea dollar fascinating is not loud headlines, but subtle details. This coin was never made of silver, yet countless stories claim otherwise, which only adds to its legend. Its true value does not come from precious metal, but from condition, strike quality, and rare minting anomalies that most people never notice. The idea that value must be loud is wrong. Sometimes fortune hides in silence. Coins from a Philadelphia Mint marked with small p can appear ordinary at first glance, but collectors know better. In rare cases, a flawless strike, mirror-like surfaces, or unusual die characteristics can elevate a simple dollar into something extraordinary. These are the kinds of coins that never shout for attention, but command respect when examined closely by experts. The real power of the 2002 Sacagawea dollar lies in perfection and rarity combined. Coins preserved without scratches, fingerprints, or circulation where, especially those that appear almost freshly born, are the ones that spark competition among serious collectors. When demand meets scarcity, prices rise quietly but steadily, sometimes reaching levels that shock those who once dismissed a coin as common. Stories of coins selling for unbelievable amounts usually begin with misunderstanding, but they survive because hope is powerful. While no verified 2002 Sacagawea coin has ever sold for millions, exceptional specimens graded at the highest levels can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. To an untrained eye, it's just a dollar, but to a collector, it can be a trophy. This is why spending such a coin without checking it first can be a costly mistake. Once a rare or high-grade coin enters circulation, its potential value collapses instantly. Knowledge, not luck, is what turns a simple coin into an opportunity. The real fortune is not the coin itself, but recognizing what others overlook. Many people lose money because they chase exaggerated myths instead of understanding true numismatic value. The Sacagawea dollar teaches an important lesson. Wealth in coins is built on patience, study, and condition, not fantasy. Those who take time to learn are the ones who benefit, while others let history slip through their fingers. If you believe you own a 2002 P. Sacagawea dollar that looks unusually sharp, flawless, or different from others, the smartest move is silence and verification. Proper evaluation can reveal whether your coin is simply interesting or genuinely valuable. Rushing to sell or spend it cheaply could erase its future potential forever. Coins do not change lives because of magic. They do so because of rarity meeting knowledge at the right moment. The Sacagawea dollar stands as a reminder that everyday objects can carry hidden stories, and sometimes hidden value, but only for those who respect them enough to look closer. So if a 2002 Sacagawea dollar ever rests in your palm, don't dismiss it and don't believe every rumor either. Hold it, study it, protect it, not because it guarantees riches overnight, but because understanding its true worth might be the step that changes how you see money, history, and opportunity forever. The story of a 1778 Sacagawea $1 coin sounds like a legend pulled straight from a treasure hunter's dream, and that is exactly how it should be understood. As a myth, not a historical reality. In 1778, the United States had no dollar coins, no federal mint system, and Sacagawea herself had not even been born yet. The power of this tale comes from how easily imagination can turn hope into belief and belief into exaggeration. Many people hear such stories and assume hidden riches are waiting in their pocket change, but true knowledge is what really protects your fortune. Sacagawea was a real historical woman, a Lemhi Shoshone guide who later helped the Lewis and Clark expedition in the early 1800s. Her image was honored on the Sacagawea $1 coin introduced in the year 2000, more than 2 centuries after 1778. Because of this, any coin dated 1778 with Sacagawea on it cannot exist, no matter what stories surround it. Understanding this single fact instantly separates reality from illusion, and that awareness alone can save collectors from costly mistakes. Another powerful myth wrapped around these stories is the claim that the Sacagawea dollar is a silver coin. In truth, Sacagawea dollars were struck in a manganese brass-clad composition, not silver. Their golden color fuels confusion, making many believe they are made from precious metal. This misunderstanding has been used countless times to inflate values and create false urgency, pushing people to believe they hold a life-changing treasure when they actually hold a modern circulation coin. That said, the Sacagawea dollar is not worthless. Far from it. Certain rare minting varieties, experimental strikes, and special early releases have become genuinely valuable to serious collectors. These coins are prized not because of fantasy dates or impossible histories, but because of subtle design differences, unusual finishes, and extremely limited distribution. Their value comes from documented rarity, not dramatic promises of overnight billions. One of the reasons myths spread so quickly is because real high-value coins do exist, and people assume every coin with a familiar face might be one of them. In reality, coins worth huge sums are usually tied to errors, prototypes, or historically documented anomalies. They are studied, certified, and verified through careful examination. Wealth in numismatics is built on patience and proof, not excitement alone. The idea that a single coin can instantly make someone a billionaire overnight is emotionally powerful, but the real magic of coin collecting lies elsewhere. It lies in discovery, in learning history through metal, and in slowly building value through knowledge. True collectors know that when something sounds too unbelievable, it usually is. Coins that sell for millions are known, recorded, and fiercely guarded by museums and elite collections. If you ever encounter a claim about a 1778 Sacagawea dollar from a P-Mint, remember this clearly. The Philadelphia Mint did not strike Sacagawea coins in the 18th century, and no secret strike has ever surfaced. No verified example has ever appeared at auction, in private collections, or in government records. Silence from the historical record speaks louder than any viral story. That does not mean you should ignore Sacagawea dollars altogether. Some genuine pieces from the early 2000s can be worth hundreds or even thousands under the right conditions. Their value depends on preservation, rarity, and authentication. The difference between a valuable coin and a common one is often invisible to the untrained eye, which is why education matters more than hype. The real danger is not missing out on mythical fortune, but selling or buying based on false belief. People lose money every year chasing legends instead of facts. A coin's power does not come from rumors. It comes from verified history, metal composition, mint records, and collector demand. Those are the forces that truly change fortunes over time. So treat the tale of the 1778 Sacagawea silver dollar, worth millions, as a warning, not a promise. Let it remind you to question boldly, learn deeply, and respect the truth behind the coin. In numismatics, knowledge is the real treasure, and unlike myths, it never disappears overnight. The story you are asking for sounds like a legend whispered in coin markets and late-night videos, but the truth behind it is far more powerful when it is told honestly. A Sacagawea $1 coin dated 1621 with a P mint mark is not a hidden billionaire's key. It is a historical impossibility. And that single fact is where the real, gripping story begins. In 1621, there was no United States of America, no U.S. mint, no Philadelphia mint mark, and no dollar coin system at all. Sacagawea herself would not even be born for another century. Any coin claiming this identity is not a lost treasure from the past, but modern fantasy created by misunderstanding, exaggeration, or deliberate hype. The real Sacagawea dollar belongs to the modern era, introduced to honor a Native American woman who guided explorers across an unknown continent. Its golden color makes many people believe it is silver or gold, but in reality it is a copper-based alloy designed to circulate easily, not a precious metal rarity. This misunderstanding is where myths grow fast, because when a coin looks different, people assume it must be worth millions. The market, however, does not reward imagination. It rewards verifiable rarity, documented errors, and confirmed history. Some stories claim that a single Sacagawea coin can change your fortune overnight, but fortune in numismatics is never magic. It is method. A common Sacagawea dollar, even in excellent condition, is usually worth close to its face value. Only very specific varieties, rare experimental strikes, unusual die errors, or coins with documented provenance rise above that level. Even then, their value climbs into thousands or sometimes tens of thousands, not instant billions. The myth of overnight wealth is more dangerous and exciting because it pushes people to overpay or to believe every unusual coin is a jackpot. The idea of a P mint mark Sacagawea from an impossible year is especially important to understand. Mint marks only matter when they exist within the correct historical framework. A wrong date does not create rarity. It destroys authenticity. In coin collecting, authenticity is everything. A coin with an impossible date is not rare. It is incorrect. Serious collectors and grading services immediately reject such claims, no matter how dramatic the story around them sounds. What truly makes a Sacagawea dollar valuable is subtle and quiet, not loud and viral. The most desirable examples are those struck under special circumstances, with known minting experiments or clear, documented production mistakes. These coins are studied, verified, and traded among experts who know exactly what they're looking at. There is no mystery year from the 1600s hiding in a pocket or drawer, waiting to explode into unimaginable wealth. The emotional pull of these legends is understandable. Everyone wants to believe that something ordinary they already own could secretly be extraordinary. But the real power in coin collecting comes from knowledge, not hope alone. When you understand history, metal composition, minting timelines, and market demand, you protect yourself from disappointment and scams. That knowledge is worth more than any imaginary million-dollar claim. If someone tells you not to sell such a coin at a low price because it will make you a billionaire, ask yourself one simple question. Why would the entire global coin market miss something so obvious? Numismatics is a world watched by experts, auction houses, and historians every single day. True discoveries are rare, slow, and carefully proven, not sudden, loud, and unsupported. The real fortune-changing moment in coins is not finding a mythical piece, but learning how to separate truth from illusion. Many people lose money chasing stories. A few build wealth by understanding reality. Coins reward patience, study, and verification. They punish belief without evidence. That is a hidden lesson behind every exaggerated Sacagawea tale. So the most engaging truth is this. There is no Sacagawea dollar from 1621, no silver version from that era, and no overnight billionaire miracle hiding in such a claim. The real value lies in knowing what is real, what is possible, and what is simply a story. In that sense, knowledge truly does have the power to change your fortune, not overnight, but forever.